Hey, welcome to episode 10 of the We Don't Judge podcast. I'm TJ with my host with the mostest, Sherry. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm awesome.
That is awesome sauce. It's been a wild week. I am so cold. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a wild week. It's been
April
a wild month.
April is wild.
I'm just glad the sun is back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun's out. The titty's gonna be out. The shorts gonna be out.
Sundresses.
I'm getting my hoochie daddy shorts back out.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. I got these legs. Shouts out to my DNA. Shouts out to my ancestors for having strong legs and passing down.
I'm here for it.
Legs and these calves, man. Anywho, so let's go and get started. What got your aroused this week?
Scrolling through Twitter, it was like a whole thread of like pegging.
Pegging?
Yeah.
All right, cool, miss. I'm here for it. Actually, you know what?
What up?
Shouts out to Rich Chocolate. I'm gonna get him on here one day.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my kink Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up. Well, let me not say I woke up. That sounds why I woke up, and I went straight to like my porn Twitter. But no, I was on Twitter, and I opened it up, and the first thing I see is him, and this trans woman. I was like, huh. All right, man, whatever. It looked like he has a good scene. He is, oh man, doing some art. I'm trying to think what got me aroused this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for sure. I don't know if it's like the spring air, but I was like horny, all this week. Must be the spring air. Must be the
eclipse.
The eclipse or something. I don't know. Maybe me and another dimension TJ got switched out or something. Nigga, I don't know. The multiverse. Because the eclipse really got a lot of people tripping.
Did you see that story about the woman who stabbed her boyfriend to death?
Yes.
And pushed her kids out of the car on the 405?
That shit.
It
happened in like LA too? I thought that was in Philly.
No, she was on the 405. In the car, she had stabbed her boyfriend to death. She had an 8-month-old and a young child.
Yeah.
And a 10-year-old, I think, or something like that, and then pushed them out of the car. The little boy was holding the baby, lost control of the baby. Baby got run over. Then she crashed and she died.
Oh man, that poor little boy. That poor baby.
And they said she had been posting like all kind of shit on her social media about the eclipse.
Yes, she did. Rest in peace. Go out to that family. I did see that on Twitter. I am surprised at how crazy people went because of the eclipse, especially because we have science and we know these things happen. We know how it happens now. Like, I can understand this was back in like the 1600s, 1700s. Like, oh my gosh, yo, dog, it's dark. Now it's light again. Like, what's going on? I could see how it could be like, oh my gosh, it's some kind of witchcraft, but nah, nigga, we know it's science now. Right. We know the moon.
We knew it was coming.
We knew it was coming days before.
We know when the next one's gonna be.
And we have multiple videos and movies telling us exactly what happens.
Yeah.
It just so happened that the moon is close and the sun is far away, and the moon is just happens to be 400,000 times smaller than the sun, and it's a thing. Yay, science. But yeah, rest in peace to that family.
But you said it happened in Philly too? Something like that?
I thought something happened in Philly. Maybe I was this may be the same thing. And when I first read it said Philly.
Okay.
Instead of happening in LA. But it is still sad. The rapture is supposed to happen. We still here.
Oh, I can't wait to get raptured.
I can't wait till Christians gets raptured.
I want to unsubscribe from Earth so bad.
Earth is ghetto. Please beam me up. I remember when I said that sounds like a suicide song. No, it's not. Right now, this baby said, want to leave. But I'm the bad guy because I said, oh, yo,
No,
get
man.
the body here.
No, dog. Take me out the group chat. I'm ready to go.
Oh, man. All right. This week, icebreaker is going to be a little heavier than usual. I've been seeing on TikTok and X the discourse of bisexual men. And I support the LGBTQIA team.
Plus.
Yeah, I'm a supporter of the team because I believe you should do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know, make me no difference. But can you help me understand why bisexual men get such a bad rap?
I think it is residual from the whole down low. And I remember hearing about it, what down low was as a child. Like, this was like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Cause yeah. But I think it's residual from that because of, you know, especially in the Black community, because there was such a stigma about it and they couldn't really be themselves because that wasn't socially really acceptable, especially in our community, because it, you know, there's a perception that it makes you weak or something like that.
I know a couple guys that are bi. I know one for sure. One in the possible. Look at this face hands. One in the possible that are bi, and they are like the coolest people in the world. Like, I mean, and I've been to a party too where it was just two men like doing that thing, and I'm a believer. Like, you know, somebody's doing something that's not your thing, then just go the other way. I don't see why we have to make it such a thing. I do remember I was dating a person, and for some reason this is their hill to die on. And I find it ironic because they're bi-curious at the least. And I'm like, but what is your problem with like dating a bi man? This is my preference. Like, right. That's it. That's just it. I'm like, so what is it about that? I mean, like, so if a guy wasn't, it's just like on Insecure, when old boy's like, yeah, in college I did a thing, yeah, wasn't really feeling it, whatever, and she like stopped talking to him. Why is he still not the dope nigga he thought he was before he told you 30 seconds ago?
What does you knowing change about the connection between you and this person? I don't get that. To me, it's the down low part. It's not the bi. It's just
the DL part. I understand because that is a lot of lying and everything to your partner or whoever, and we trying to get monogamy to be accepted. And so I understand how that sounds wild. I understand how like non-monogamy and being like DL and everything like that, because especially with a very monogamous culture we live in. So I can see how DL is frowned upon because like you're lying, you're cheating.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I believe in choice. You got to give the person the choice. Even if their reasoning for not may be antiquated or, you know, whatever, you still have to give them a choice.
Yeah. Know what? I don't know if this, I knew this person, and like, she told me one of her biggest fantasy was to have a threesome with two guys and they both bisexual, right? She got a boyfriend that was bisexual. She didn't know he was bisexual. He was on the DL. And then she found out he was on the DL. And she was so mad. So, you know the way I like to joke about everything, right? So once, like, I ain't say nothing then because she was mad about it and it was hot. So once she like calmed down and we talked about it, like it came up again in the conversation, we talked about it again. I'm like, but if you say you always wanted a bisexual guy, she's like, no, it's the fact he lied about it. He didn't have to lie about it. He could have just been like, hey, this is a thing that I do, Me having to go find, me finding out about it and seeing it the way I did, it just.
I could understand that.
And I was like, no, I totally understand. It's just like, no, she know you. And I think as open-minded as most people I know now, I still think that might be a big thing. Hey, this is gonna be it ain't such thing as like a DL woman. Is it like women go to DL? That's just a man thing.
I'm inclined to say it is just a man thing. But you know what? It's with women, it's different because there's a lot of women who are outwardly very against it, dealing with other women, but when they get drunk or when they get high, that's the ones who like to touch on their friends, like to kiss on their friends, and then the next day they just, oh, I was drunk. You like to blame it on that. Like, that's whack.
That is whack. That is whack. It's also not fair.
It's not.
It's not fair. Well, the first reason I say it's not fair because my whole thing is fairness, right? So if you can eat some cooch, kiss a woman, and like, oh, I was such, whatever. I'm still straight though, whatever, right? If I was to say, hey, dog, I sucked a dick once in college, I am gay forever. Like, why? I'm not understanding the correlation. Nah, nigga, you sucked a dick 20 years ago. You gay.
You gay.
Forever.
Gay ever since.
Ever. But she ain't, no, you're gay forever.
It's weird. It's so weird.
It is so weird. Well, I guess I'll never know because we don't talk no more. But I did have a partner that was bi for play. And our part of me wonders, like, was you really bi? Was you really like that? Or did you just say that just because you was trying to do things for me?
A lot of that happens too. Or it's just to appease their partner.
You don't have to appease. I mean,
I don't like that. Like, dog, come on now. If I'm in a threesome or something like that, she don't have to like me. She don't have to be sexually attracted to me. She don't have to touch me. Now, me knowing that she don't like women like that, I'm also not going to touch her.
Yeah.
I'm okay with our focus being on him or whatever, but I don't feel like it needs to be all inclusive like that. So women who have threesomes or participate in scenes just to appease their male partner, stop doing that shit.
Please stop. But
it ain't worth all of that.
But like every time we did the thing with somebody else, I can tell she was really enjoying herself.
So she just didn't want. Do you think it was because, like maybe that really was her interest, but she was embarrassed, or she didn't want to have to confront that about herself?
I think that could have been a thing. I think the way because no, I would say like I believe love is freedom, right? So if you tell me, hey, at one time I think I like girls or whatever, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not finna trip. Like, if you want to go and explore this, go ahead and like, explore this. I'm gonna give you the space to go in and explore it. When the opportunities for us to have like group sex came along, and I said, hey, well, we have the chance to do this. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Don't do it for me, because I'm cool. Like, I'm good regardless. I'll be all right. But she went ahead and did the things. She enjoyed doing the things. She had fun in those situations. So, I mean, I don't know. But okay.
That's her hill to climb.
That's her hill to climb. But the main topic for this week is poly breakups and ending poly relationships. Like I say a lot, being poly is lit, especially when it's done the right way. It is lit over here. But all good things must come to an end. And
all good things sometimes come to an end. Some things last.
Some things do last. Some things do last. But sometimes things end. I think I had a polyamorous breakup. I'm not for sure. I know you've had.
Yeah.
One. All right. So, what's the difference between breaking up? What's the difference between a monogamous breakup and a poly breakup?
In a poly breakup, you, in some cases, are not the only one going through the breakup.
Yeah.
Your partners can sometimes feel the effects of the breakup. Maybe not as personally, not as intently, but they're still sad for you. They still want to try to comfort you. They still want to, try to do the things. Just like in a monogamous relationship, if you had a partner and you and your best friend had a falling out, the same way they would try to help you get through that is the same way your partners do in polyamory.
Yeah. I think like I think I had a polyamorous relationship breakup. Not totally for sure. We can talk about it later. We figure where we want to put it. But like in all my like relationships that I was monogamous in, and like it ended. It was like always this period between like the breakup and then me dating again. Or it was, I don't know, it seemed like it was always like a period before I end up into the next thing. As a poly person, it's kind of weird a little bit because like you don't get that break in the middle. It's just like, all right, well, damn, my first girlfriend doesn't want to fuck me no more, so all right, call up number 2. And then
don't do that.
Let me not say like call up number 2 like that, but I'm all right, well, let me, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like
it's because you're heartbroken, but you're also still in love.
Yeah.
And still engaged and participating in another relationship. And so both extreme emotions are happening at the same time.
Yeah. It is.
And it can feel overwhelming.
It was overwhelming. It is a little weird. When your partner break up with someone, like has he been in like a relationship since y'all been dating, or has he just been like dating around? Okay, so like if his girl like break his heart or whatever, are you gonna let him like cry in front of you like, oh man, I was so sad and stuff, and like grieve the relationship?
Of course. I'm very for the most part I'm parallel poly. So with the partners, with the partner that I'm living with the other connections that he's had while we've been dating, I don't need to know them. I haven't met any of them. So when it ended, we weren't living together at the time when these relationships ended, but we also still made time. And in that time that we were spending together, if he was sad, if he wanted to talk it through, I'm never gonna be the one to be like, I don't want to hear about you need to do that on your own time. I don't want to hear about it. Like, I care. Like, even if I wasn't invested in your relationship, I still care about you, and I see that this is hurting you. So as your partner, I'm gonna be there in whatever way you need me to help you get through it.
Yeah, I totally understand it. It reminds me of a meme I was floating around. It was like my wife's boyfriend broke up with her. I finna had to go fight this nigga.
I saw that.
And I was like, and I remember like one of the vanillas. I hate when like the vanillas fall into like poly spaces or fall into lifestyle spaces or into swinger spaces because they bring that vanilla mentality. I'm like, oh nigga, shut up. Because they was like, damn, dog, that's fucked up. Finna go fight this man because bitch was cheating on you. Da 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 da. I was like,
that ain't what it was.
It's nah, man. Because you done hurt baby.
Yeah.
And now we got square up, dog.
Right.
You done hurt my wife. She's up here crying, and I feel for her. And she's sad. And I felt it because I'm like, yo, I want to protect.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to figure out how to tell this story.
Yeah, the talking code. Yeah, you do.
I do. But me and my best friend was talking.
Mm-hmm.
And this is around the same time that meme popped up. And he was like, yeah, dog, I'll do it for my wife without a problem. I understand how he felt. And I understand more now how he feels that way than like I did at the time. Because at the time I was still monogamous, but I was open-minded. So I understood, like, you know, where he's coming from and everything. And like, especially love he had for that person.
Mm-hmm.
When it was good, oh my gosh, it was so good. It was like, then it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Quick left turn, huh?
It be like that, man.
Be like that. But I know, like, for me, my partner let me grieve my past relationship for however long it took.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things I'm so happy, like, I'm so thankful for her about. Because it was ugly, dog. Like, and I don't mean ugly like, you know, being violent or I'm stalking her or whatever. Or,
Right.
like I'm stalking my ex or whatever. It was just like ugly as in me questioning myself, questioning our relationship, questioning if, like, do I want to be poly now?
Mm-hmm.
Or that. But I mean, I was just like hurting at the time, but no, I never.
But that's all. That's stuff that comes up when you're going through it, and you sort it out and you filter out what you know doesn't apply.
Yeah, because that was but I think now one of the like I think I will be a lot more, like, I know how to be a lot more supportive now to my partner if they break up with somebody else and they break their heart. Like, I still might go fight that nigga, but not because no, I'm gonna go fight him because he like hurt baby. Like, why'd you do this?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing here?
Doing?
She is perfect. What the fuck you mean? Like,
that's so sweet.
I think she is perfection. What the fuck you mean you don't want her no
so
more?
Sweet.
You don't like joy? You don't want happiness, nigga? What's wrong with you? Well, okay. Well, how has your partner supported you during the breakup?
Man, my last breakup was almost 3 years ago, and I'm the type, once we get to the point of breaking up, once I'm ready to walk away, there's not any lingering feelings. I don't really play into a lot of regret. I don't need closure. I don't really feel like closure is a real thing.
It is a thing.
I no. To me, for me personally, what I've seen, and the people who come seeking closure, it's a last ditch effort for validation. That's your last chance to hear you were right, or I shouldn't have done this, or you didn't deserve that, or to get your unanswered questions finally answered, when in reality, none of that matters. None of that stops the breakup. None of that undoes the hurt that has already transpired. I don't personally, and this is across the board, I do not like apologies. I am never going to ask somebody for an apology.
Okay.
I'm just not. So once we break up, we don't really have nothing else to talk about. And there were a lot of moments after the breakup when it was recent that my partners would like be trying to check in on me and ask how I'm doing, and are y'all still talking? I'm like, I ain't got shit to say to that. Like, I'm good. We don't have nothing else to talk about.
Okay. With that breakup, that was like real bad terms, right?
Yeah.
But what if y'all don't break up on bad terms? Like, what if life just happens and like,
then there's no. I'm just once you see that it has to end, even if you don't want it to. Once you see that the relationship has to end and it cannot be salvaged, I just try to be as accepting of that as possible.
Okay. I believe closure is a thing. Because like me, I'm cool with most of my exes. There might be one or two out there that really hates me. It's one for sure, but she keeps breathing, unfortunately. But it's only one or two that really, really hate me. But for most of my exes, like, I'm cool. Like, I call them up and like, hey, da 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 da. I know it's one I like. Like, I'll call and I'll be like, well, hey, was I really doing such and such when I was with you? Like, was I da da da? And you're like, yeah, TJ, this is your thing. You've been like, oh shit, I've been wilding. All right. So I do believe closure is a thing. I tried to get closure once, and against the advice of everyone, I went and did it anyway because I'm right 85% of the time. Not this time though, but I was not right, and I wasn't right because all I did was went and hurt my own feelings because I was like, all right, well, enough time went by, we should be able to talk. And yeah, it is like questions in there you want to know. Like it's still stuff that person said, but like some questions I want to know. I'm like, did you really mean that, or was you just saying it because you was angry at the time and you was trying to hurt my feelings? Like, which one was it? Like, what do accountability or me being accountable, whatever, look like to you? Because I think I'm always been accountable or whatever with people. So I believe closure is a thing. I believe I'm a person that believe exes can be friends. As long as it's not like a bad breakup and like a bunch of fuck shit happen. Right. But if it ends because like, you gotta move across the country, move across the world, or something like that.
That's a different circumstance. To me, that's different. But I'm talking about like, we're both here, we're both local, we're both doing life, and there's a betrayal, or there, somebody has untended anger issues, or it's, stuff like that. And I'm like, no, because like people be knowing what they doing, dog. Like, I'm just not finna go down that road with you. Like, I can accept that this is a choice that was made. I made a choice based off of your choice, and we did that back and forth until we called it quits. I don't need to rehash nothing.
Okay, I can see that. This may be because I'm a whore as well.
It's a wild statement. Go ahead.
I am because I am accountable. I know I am a whore.
Okay, self-accountability.
Self-accountability, right? See, look, I'm a whore, right? Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that question just yet.
You gonna take it off the table?
Hell no, I take that question off the table. I'm just moving down. I'm slide it down.
Okay.
Slide it down. I moved off the table.
All right.
How long do you keep fucking your ex after it's over?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm a real hoe then. All right, never mind.
I don't think that makes you a hoe. I don't think it's. I don't agree with it, but some people do because it's familiar, or they might not have been a good love partner, but they're a great sex partner. So I understand why people do it. I just don't.
Oh, okay. Damn, I'm a real hoe.
Stop saying that. I don't feel like that makes. I don't feel like it makes anybody a hoe.
No, it don't.
There's a lot of people, but especially women. There's a lot of women who will continue to fuck their ex because they don't want to add on a new body, as if that matters. To them, it matters.
To them,
let me not say that. To them, it matters, but that's why they will keep doing it. they'll keep fucking their ex until they're ready to fall in love with somebody else. Because if you're in love, then that body was supposed to happen.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So you fucking your ex,
Mm-hmm.
meet somebody new, still fucking your ex, start dating a person, still fucking your ex.
Yeah, and then
I fall in love with
once
that
they're
person.
once they're ready to start having sex with the new person because there's feelings involved and they see themselves falling in love and this is going to be a something.
Yeah.
They'll cut off their ex and then they'll start having sex with this person because this new body was an eventuality. But they don't want to stop fucking their ex, be single and be fucking, and then get into a new relationship and then also fuck that person. To them, and I get it, this is girl math.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to.
But that's the mentality.
But okay,
because then it's like if you're in a relationship, you're not a body. You're a relationship.
Okay, because my question was, okay, so when does a body become a body? Like
when it's just fucking.
Well, I was about to get like real in depth. Like when his dick is in you, is he a body then? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't matter which part of his dick is in you. Like if it's in his mouth or is he actually fucking you?
I don't.
So like, is just sucking his dick count as a count?
In most.
No, Sherry, cases. I'm asking you.
For me, no. For me, no. If it's just oral, that's not a body. That's
okay.
You're asking me specific.
Are we here?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was with my ex, and she gives great head, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, God damn, dog, you're fucking excellent at this. I was joking around. I said, I wonder how many dicks you had to suck to get this good. What are you talking about? I don't be sucking everybody's dick.
She got offended?
Yeah, and I was just playing. I wouldn't mean it like that. And it was like, I only sucked 10 dicks before, da 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 da. And I'm like, hold on, dog. Well, I didn't say it, but my internal thoughts said this. Mm-hmm. This is also growth because younger TJ would have said when I said that shit. I was like, as much events and things you told me that you have done, you want me to sit up here and believe you only sucked 10 dicks before ever in your whole life? Mm-hmm. Get out of here, dog. Yeah. But I don't know how many she got until me, but I was thankful though. I'm like, oh, whew, that practice was a thing, dog. I am here for it. Okay, so bodies don't count for sex. Well, bodies don't count at all, but you know, I'll think what I need to think.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
These be the conversations.
Yeah. How do you feel about if time passes by and the person changes or you change or whatever, y'all run back into each other? Do you believe in spinning the block, or is it like, no?
I've never done it and not regretted it, so I don't do it.
Okay.
I've done it twice. 3 times. Transparency. Okay. I've done it 3 times. Each time I regretted it, so I don't do that anymore.
Did the person ever change, or was it like? Did the person change, or did time change, and you thought, oh?
In one, it was time. In another, the person just learned how to. He just became a better liar. So what looked like change wasn't actual change. It was just, I knew the things that set you off the last time. So I'm not going to do those things. I'm going to make it look like this instead of like that. But of course, everything be coming out in the wash. And then another time, he changed. But it was too much change.
Yeah.
If that, like, we had what I felt was a comfortable relationship. He was like a comet.
Yeah.
You know, he was my comet. So for 11 years, I was very comfortable with what we had, mm-hmm. and the frequency and the connection. Like, It didn't matter how long it was between, the times we saw each other, nothing ever changed. And then he got to a point where he was like, I don't want to stay away from you. I want to spend more time with you. I want more of this, what we should have been back then. And we both had other relationships happening. But then it became, well, I text you and you text me back, but then you didn't call me for 2 days. Or like he wanted every day. Like
talk to you every day?
Constant communication every day, and would fly off the handle. And I was like, you text me at 11 and I hit you back at like 1. But in his mind, it had been 3 days. So those are the conversations that we have, and you having to talk this person down.
Well, nigga, you say you want somebody obsessing over you?
But that's different.
All right.
Like what we had before was great. When we were with each other, yeah, it was mutually obsessive. But don't obsess over my free time. You're not even here in Houston. And you're micromanaging my free time and clocking how long it takes me to get back to you and stuff like that. That's too much. Nah, that's what I can't handle.
You wild.
Yeah.
No, sir. You stay over there. I was on the phone with X this week, and they was like, they saying how much I've grown from when we first met to how I am now. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, though, it is a lot of growth, a lot of therapy, a lot of, me making a conscious decision. Okay, I want to be a better person, right? Not for anyone else, but just for myself. I want to be a better person. And like, for a hot second, I wondered, how would that be if I went back to that relationship? And I think, I don't know if I would be able to like do it like that, because ultimately they want to be monogamous, and I'm never going down that road ever again. Right. And tips, don't date monogamous women.
People.
Don't date monogamous people.
Don't date monogamous people.
Don't date monogamous people. But in talking to them, I could, like, I could see where like I grew and stuff like that. I don't remember if I ever like broke up with someone and then went back. We started a relationship again later. Like, I went back and had sex with a bunch of people because I'm a hoe, and stop saying that. It's my truth, my nigga.
But going back and having sex that's not hoish.
Oh yeah. No, it's not. It's a good time though. Oh, I wonder if like, oh, yo, the dick is better this time than it was last time. All right, anywho.
See.
It's growth, my nigga. I need to see if I'm growing there too. It's all the way around growth. I'm trying to see if I'm getting better. But as far as spinning the block relationship wise, I don't know if I'll try it. I don't think I've done it. Like I said, I'm still cool with most of my exes, except for like maybe one or two of them, whatever. I'm still cool with most of my exes. I don't know. See, now I'm curious. I'm gonna ask them to see what they think. I'm not going through with it, but I'm just curious to see what they say. This is gonna be a short one. All right. So, do you have any tips for people that's going through poly breakups or may have one eventually? Like,
lean on your partners, but don't exhaust them, because poly or monogamous, you still have to do the work to get through it, and you can't. It's not fair to lean so heavy on your existing partners to help you get through something that they're doing all the heavy lifting. And now you've become a vacuum, and you just suck all the energy and love and everything out of your partner, and you don't have any you're not making any moves to get to the point to be able to get that back.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that. Ooh, that's a good one. I think my tip would be to I feel like compartmentalize
You said
fuck
it right.
it. I said it right the first time, huh? All right. Apparently ain't coming out again. The breakup and your feelings. Just because your partner gives you the space to grieve that relationship, don't mean you have to drag it out. It doesn't mean you hold on to the feelings you had with the person you broke up with forever today because your partner's like, ooh, go ahead and delete that person or whatever the fuck the kids be saying and stuff. Yeah.
And recognize that it's a red flag if you are going through a breakup and your existing partner is like pushing you to get through it. Like, not get through it, but get over it. Like, why you still sad? Why are you didn't need that nigga no way. It ain't like you by yourself. Like, when you hear shit like that, that's also not cool.
If I start hearing shit like that, I'm cutting emotions off from you. Because one of the things I've realized in my dating as of recently, I want to be open with you. Mm-hmm. I want to be open as far as like everything, emotion, this, that, and third. And I know it's like it's a process to building that up. Mm-hmm. But if we start building that up and you do shit like that, and then I'm not gonna be as open with you.
Right.
And then I ain't gonna want to be with you as much, really, because if I can't cry in front of you, or if I can't express my emotions or talk with you, whatever, might have been a thing, and now, nigga, we can't do this.
No, because you're not safe.
No. And I gotta be safe. Yeah. Self-preservation is rule number one. You have anything else, sweetie?
No.
Okay. I forgot my little thing. Oh, there we go. Life's too short. Life is too short to be miserable. If you're not happy, please leave. Mm-hmm. And eclipse happens, dog. It's just the moon passes in front of the sun, dog. It's not a thing.
Just ride it out.
Just ride it out. It's gonna be dark for 10 minutes. All right, see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.